Okay, I'm using my little homemade selfie stick. It's literally a stick that has a limb that goes up and a limb that goes out, and I put a piece of cardboard across the back of it and then put a hair tie on it to hold the phone in place. Yep, it'd be handy to have some of the cool stuff, but I do with what I've got. Okay, here. My green beans. See here? Look at them. I don't know if you can see them, but look at them. They're blooming and they're putting on beans. These are up here by the house, so I don't have to worry about deer because of her. She'll keep the deer away. And these are sweet potatoes that I planted after the deer ate all the sweet potatoes down the garden. But anyway, yeah, a lot. Anyway, I just thought I'd walk you around and show you some of this stuff. I have, let's see, the sun's kind of bright, isn't it? Let me turn around this way. Okay, this right here is raspberries. They're wild raspberries, but I'm trying to domesticate them. I put in some lines and I'm trying to keep them trimmed, and I'm going to see how that works. And I still got flowers, and this must be a male hazelnut bush because it didn't put on any nuts. Now down at the other end I'll show you my female, but here, let's see if I can do this. This is tough. That's chia. Yep, just regular old chia. I'm trying to see if I can grow some. There's right here. This is roselle. Anyway, and my blueberry bushes, which I got about a quart of blueberries off of this year. I didn't think I'd get anything. I have some more roselle right here. Some basil that overwintered that's not doing real good. A false indigo. Some, yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's sweet marjoram. Anyway, and then I have, this is a fennel that's going to seed, and I got a fennel over there. And let me show you my garden. My garden is a mess. Absolute mess. It's still producing stuff though. See, I have a big old chia right here. This right here is Christmas bean. Christmas lima beans. And I'm picking them after they ripen up. That row right there is pretty gnarly, and it's got some coal things down through their cabbage. I mean, kale and yeah, I'll get to it. Anyway, and then right here, this was kale and collards. That's what the other stuff is in there, is collards. And this is what I had to do because of the stinking deer. They came up here. I didn't think they'd come all the way up here, but they did. Came up here and gnawed a bunch of the tops off. Now see, here I have some kale, collards, and cabbage, and they're kind of bug-eaten, and I need to spray them. My tomatoes, as you can see, are pretty much done. I planted down, let's see if I can, well, this is hard to see. Down at the bottom of these, I planted a bunch of peas. I figure that, you know, the tomatoes are pretty much done. It'd be good to have some fall peas. And then I have quite a few of these. This is called, it's actually, the true thing is castor beans. It's poisonous, but it detours moles and burrowing insects. And I have quite a few of these. They call them mole beans also, but it's a castor bean. I have a few of those. There's one down there. I don't know if you can see it with the glare. And then right here, I have, this is a fennel. And it's gone to seed, and I'm letting it so I can save the seed. And then this is what else I had to do. Right here. These are pole beans, some scarlet runner beans, and some red ripper, no, not red ripper, but some other kind of pole bean in there. And the deer came in and just gnawed them off. So I put this stuff up here, and believe it or not, it works. They've left it alone. And I just had it around this here, and I planted some, let me show you. I planted some wheat in here and had some beans in here, and the deer came in and just ate the tops off my wheat. So I went ahead and put some up here too. I'm gonna have to thin the herd. Got to thin the herd this year. Yeah, I had my beans planted in here, and I got one itty bitty batch of beans out of it. They ate them off like every other week or every other few days. They'd come in and eat the beans off. So I planted some wheat in here, intermixed with some peas and sunflowers and whatever. And these are my peppers. I have one Tabasco pepper, and look at this bad boy. I mean, he's tall. He's shoot, another foot and he'll be taller than I am. And then I have chili peppers. These are red Marconis. None of them have turned red yet. That's because I pick them when they're green and eat them. Oh, here's one that's almost red. See? Isn't that cool? It's pretty neat. And more chilies. And then jalapenos. More Marconis. More jalapenos. More chilies, and more chilies. Then I have this is a lemon basil. I love lemon basil. It's not near as hardy or not as prolific as the regular basil, because that's what this is. And I just harvest it off and dehydrate the leaves and use them all winter. And then let me show you this over here. The deer, yeah, just like I said, when they came in and ate off the tops, see, they've even ate some of this wheat. Look at here. I don't know if you can see this. See that? They've ate the tops off of that wheat. Anyway, but they were eating the beans over here, and they were eating my sweet potatoes. I had a row of sweet potatoes down through here, and they were eating them off down to the ground. I mean, 4 times, no less than 4 times, I came down here and thought, what is going on with my sweet potatoes? They're not growing. No, they were growing. The deer were eating them off every few days. So I put this on here, and as you can see, they're actually starting to grow. So I might get some sweet potatoes out of that. This mess right here is evening primrose. I planted some seed, and oh my gosh, it went nuts. And the reason it looks so gnarly is because the Japanese beetles love this stuff. So, well, looky here. I mean, let me see if I can get you to see it. Look at that. Look at all them. Yeah, there they go, dropping off. Yeah, I come down here with a cup of water and gather them up and feed them to the chickens. The chickens won't be happy when the Japanese beetles are done, but I will. Then I have this purple cabbage, and maybe I need to harvest it now, sooner. It's like, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, here, let me show you. See, it's kind of rotten on top. I'm gonna have to go ahead and pick it. And I got the Savoy cabbage, and I need to pick it too. But anyway, let me show you something else that's a little distressing for me. I'm about, I don't know, 200 or 300 yards off the highway. Let me show you if you can see it. Okay. Out there is a highway. And I'm way up here, which is okay. It's kind of noisy, but I'm away from it. But then, this is kind of a narrow, long piece of property. It's 10 acres, but it's not real wide. So let me show you what's happened. And thank God these people wanted their privacy as well and put things where they did. And I'll show you where it's at. Okay, well, we're going to walk across this field here, back through here. It's probably close to a couple hundred yards from my cabin, so it's not close, but let me show you. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. This stick is kind of a trick. Anyway, the property line is right into these trees right here. This trail runs just inside the property line. And we'll get down here where maybe you can see, but just the other side of the property line, some people bought this property next door, and they came off, they're probably 400 or 500 yards off the highway. And back in here, let's see if you can see. Well, it says I can't zoom. Well, I don't know why I can't zoom. Okay. Well, right here, if you can see, there's a building right there. That's their garage. Right over there, they have a RV, big RV that they're staying in right now, and they're going to build a house right up there. And that, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that garage right there is probably not 5 feet from the property line. It is right on the property line. So they have a much narrower piece of property. They only have 5 acres. It's the same length as this one, but it's narrower because it's only 5 acres and this is 10 acres. So they moved back here as far as they could and got away from my view, which is great, but I'm still not real pleased with it. Hopefully they'll be good neighbors. I did meet the woman, and she's nice enough. She's not really familiar with country living. That's kind of concerning, but maybe I can teach her. Anyway, but this is the state of affairs at this point at my new Tennessee home. The garden is struggling. I've replanted, and I even replanted some more beans, and I replanted some butternut squash. I even tried to plant some sugar beets, just because I planted sugar beets at least 3 or 4 times, and the deer ate them every single time. So I put some up by the house so Ava can detour them, and maybe I can see if they'll even grow. But this has been a real struggle this year. It has. I've been here. This is the 4th growing season I've been here, and this has been the toughest yet. I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to next year. It's got to be better than this. And if it's not, I have figured out a few things to do to make it better. And here, let me show you a really cute little girl before I leave. This is the little girl. Ava, go! Man, you nutcase. That dog is so high energy. This is a little girl. She was one of the babies this spring. I got 2 boys and 1 girl, and I'm keeping the girl to extend my herd. And this dog, Ava, you are crazy, 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 crazy. Come here, come here, come here. I don't want people to think that you are always in trouble, but you're in trouble a lot, aren't you? Yes, you're in trouble a lot. Okay, go. She does mind, but, well, okay, I'm going to go now. I just wanted to give you some updates. Talk to you later.